is a FYI that this chat is for girls only. Men, move on.
Yeah. Click out. Based. Yeah.
This is a girly safe chat to release our emotions and talk about things that annoy us most about men.
And you know, I did have this before. Somebody, a man, messaged me regarding one of our episodes, and I'm like, why are you watching it? just don't watch it.
It's not for you. You're not the target.
No, I'm joking. You can watch it, but don't get offended.
What are like one of the things that men do that really like irritates you or aggravates you?
Girls, I have
you
one.
have a hefty
Their
list.
whole existence.
Why are you even here?
Oh my god, hubby, if you're watching this is not about you. You don't count. Everyone but you. I love you, Dad.
But you know, okay.
Oh, and Dad, yeah. And my brothers, you irritate me. I love you, but you irritate me.
I have one, and I think I hope it's not just me, but you know when they say, "What do you bring to the table?"
Oh.
What do you bring to the table?
Oh, wow.
And then I'm like, bro, what? What
I
do
am the
give
table.
birth? Yes. I am as stiff as a table. Should I show you? No, but honestly, like whenever this situation or like this topic comes up, and then a man goes and says, "But what do you bring to the table?" And I'm like,
Have they actually said this to you?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, you know,
But
because...
like in which what do they expect you to say? Like...
No, because we whenever I speak, it's not really my partner or anybody that, but it's more like people in conversations, friends. And, you know, we just conversate about a relationship or like a role of a woman and a man. And whenever I'm trying to bring out my feminist side is making sure that women in women's roles are appreciated.
Yeah.
And they just don't get my point. And they go like, oh, but what do you bring to the table if you're expecting a man to be secure, safe? And I'm like...
audacity.
Yeah. I'm like...
I am giving birth. Yeah. Hello. And we don't even need you anymore. Like, you can just go to the hospital and get all stuff.
Oh, that's so true. But it actually triggers me so much. I was like, but I would say I'm such a pity person in a way that if you don't see my value, I'm not gonna even try anymore. Like,
I'm not gonna explain myself.
I'm not gonna even explain.
Just move
like,
on,
But do you feel like it's like a parent's job to raise your son right, to understand what a woman brings to it? Because like, I'm trying to think like, why would you even come up with this question? Like, I would never, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, I know what I bring to the table, but I also know what a man brings to the table because...
Yes, yeah.
Of course.
I don't know, I was raised right. Like, my parents taught me what both bring to the table, so I would never question what you bring to the table.
But you know, this person who's having these questions, they are already a lost cause.
Yeah,
like,
or they're like insecure
no
or
point
whatever.
of trying to explain or anything. They will never understand.
Yeah. No, and this is why I feel it's just annoying. Like, it just don't... Yeah.
Why did you reply to that guy?
No, I mean, the juicy question. The problem is that I can't let things like that go, so I do get into the replying part. But I think, I mean, I did tell him that honestly, like, first of all, what do you bring to the table? Because if you don't bring anything to the table, don't expect me to bring anything. Or, like, in a way, like, do you know what you bring? Do you know your worth? Because if you don't know that, that's the first thing. And if you think that you have that many qualities to bring, then just, like... Imagine what a dream woman for you is like, and then leave the conversation like that.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I feel like, you know the phrase, like, behind a strong man is a strong woman? I believe in that so much because men do need people, like, they need their women too. Like, how can I say, apart from the giving birth thing, like, I haven't given birth yet, you know, so I cannot say I bring that to the table. But I know when the time comes, I'll be there. Anyway, but, like, Dante has his moments, and I need to be there to always make sure he's strong and he can continue doing what he needs to do. Because the thing is, like, the way men are brought up, they just have to go, they have to be go-getters, right? Like, they have to go get a job, go do that, be providers, and it's tiring too. Like, and they don't cry, they don't show their, like, not every man shows emotions easily. They just put on a tough face and get on with it, you know? So you need to be their support system behind the scenes so they can go what they need to do.
I think my problem with the whole, like, when they question you, or like when they say that, oh, but what do you bring, is more that this question sounds like they are offended by what I think that they should have as a
But
quality.
yeah.
Actually, I had similar, so I can also share. Like, I had this conversation, and guy was like, "Oh, but you don't do like what normally women would do. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do laundry." And I was like, "Man, you are asking for the wife level. I'm not a wife."
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
if you want me to clean for you, to cook for you, to do your laundry, which stinks, by the way,
Then what do you bring?
I don't have this. Like, put the ring on my finger, and after we will talk. But don't expect me. Treat me as I'm your wife. If you want me to treat you as my husband.
I know some people, like, they don't want to get married and stuff, but, like, I was thinking about this today in the shower. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Like, I think for other women, right? But I was thinking, because I'm seeing someone that, she's not my friend, but I'm acquainted with her. Like, I know her. And I know that she would like to be engaged and she would like to be married. And I know that now they have kids together and they're about to have another kid. And I ask myself, like, why hasn't the man wifed her up yet? Because she's already, like, made it aware to someone that's not her friend that she wants to get married. So surely she's already made it aware to her, like, to her partner. And then I started getting into this spiral of things of, like, these partners. Like, imagine they're like, oh, but, I can imagine the conversation of, oh, but we're basically already married. Like, we already have kids. What more security do you need? No. And this is how they get you. They reel you in. They test you out. And then put, like, I'm trying to say, like, oh, let's see if she, but then you're already doing all the wifey things. That then you're getting brainwashed into the fact that, okay, but we are basically already married, and that's BS because your younger self wanted to get married, and now you've let yourself get brainwashed into the fact that, oh, it's the same.
I mean, to me, I'm not I love a marriage and the wedding, but to me, it's not really about that part. To me, it's more about the security. Yeah, like, I think anybody who knows my personal life knows this, but to me, it's more about the security, and this is what I don't like because, okay, you don't care about marriage, or you both don't care about marriage. It's one thing. But if I can't feel like I'm asking you to just be there for me and make me feel safe, and if that offends you and you ask me what I bring to the table, then how do you even have friends? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to make me feel safe and secure in my life, because that's offensive.
Yeah, it's not about the expectations. It's about communication and respect.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't
just want
ask what I'm bringing. Like,
Yeah.
And testing is such a BS, to be honest. If you test me, it means you don't trust me. And if you don't trust me, I cannot trust you and we cannot be together. Like,
Yeah.
There's something very similar to this one. Like, I just saw this TikTok yesterday, and this girl opened up my eye. Like, she was talking about how she hates when a man is pissed about the fact that a girl is spoiled. And then she started to explain, like, why it's actually a very good thing if a girl is spoiled. Because then, I don't even remember what she was saying, but that basically, if a man gets so angry about this fact, it means that he's not even able to provide, but it doesn't have to be anything material to provide, like, it's just the fact that a man doesn't want a girl to feel like, I mean, spoiled is not a negative thing. You don't have to think about it as a negative thing. It's a positive thing. It means that the woman feels secure, loved, and she gets everything to be happy. Like, it literally means that the man doesn't want to make the girl happy.
Yeah.
Like, the man can be spoiled too. Like, it doesn't mean that because the woman looks like she has the next Prada or whatever.
Yeah, it's not
but
about
the man doesn't have the
materialistic.
next, you know what I mean? So.
And I feel like it's reciprocated in general. Like, when you give good energy, your partner will return a good energy back to you, and vice versa. But that's all just besides the point. I can't believe there's still people that ask this question, and there is actually. I've seen it on TikTok as well.
It's
like,
a scary
well,
world
what do
out
they
there.
bring to the table? But I'm just like, who even came up with this phrase? Like, I want to ban you. Like, what's wrong with you? But I think it's more also like, I guess it's like we get hurt because we see our own value, and we're like, what? Why would you say?
Yeah. It's
I
in
feel
a way.
like the guy is not just seeing your value, and there is. I don't
It's okay. They can stay small penis sized self. they need to go somewhere else.
It's actually, Yeah, like I feel like some guys maybe lack a sense of confidence that like they are projecting onto you, because women can be very confident without a man, and then if you come across a man who is not confident, they just get like, oh wait a second, so
let me bring your confidence down.
Let me try, bro, try. Keep on trying.
That's so funny though. Honestly, when I asked you the question about like what are some things that men do that irritate you, I was not expecting that. I was like, I don't know. I was
expecting something like they don't flush the toilet.
I mean, yeah, go on.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
How do you call this?
The seat?
Yes, please. You have to put it up if you want to aim correctly, you know?
And then you bring it back as well.
Yes. Because it's annoying. Like, I have 3 brothers, right? And I'm the only girl. And back in the days when I was living at my home, like, it's always a challenge. I'm like, oh my God. So I have to clean everything.
Also, and then the way they target, like,
hit and miss. You know? Put that dog down.
You know what I think is the issue? I think that sometimes it hits too hard and it sprinkles. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know how when you flush, the water can come out?
Yeah.
I think it's the same when they pee inside. And so you
squat. Then squat if you don't.
If you sit down.
Oh my God.
It's not gonna fall out if you sit down. Like,
many men do that actually.
Yeah.
You can be seated down. Yeah.
Man, it's annoying. Like, you wanna just go and do your business, and you can see that the ring, and I was like, ew, I have to sit there. You start cleaning, man.
But yeah, that's one thing that annoys me, and that annoys Valentina so much that you can see it in her face.
No. For me, it's not the fact that they keep it open. You know, it's just how lazy they are. They don't, like, for example, when you live with a guy and you already mentioned it like 100 times and they keep doing it, you know, they keep leaving it there. It's not about the cleaning and whatever, like, no, it's just the fact that they keep it open up. And I'm like,
man,
how can you forget? Like, if it was me, every single time, and I was like every single time when I would go there, I would just always think about my girlfriend, you know, like, oh my God, if I don't put it down, then she will be pissed. And they don't, like, they are so.
Okay, let me tell you one more thing, and I mean, it's more of a funny, but maybe not like that annoying. But I just find it so funny. It's the man flu. Like, you know how men just die when they have this mild flu, and we are bleeding for a week straight, and we survive, and they just have like cough, and they are.
And you know, when you're having your PMS and you just wanna stay alone, don't wanna do anything, they start irritating you. Like, oh, why exaggerating? It's not that painful. It's like, you don't have a uterus, you have no right to say anything.
Oh yeah, when they don't take it seriously that you're on your period, and then when
my family take it seriously.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know,
no, but
like they can see the pain.
For example, when you get emotional or like for the hormonal stuff, like, you get dramatic. So annoyed. Yeah, and they're like, oh, are you on your period again? Or, oh, I can tell that you're on your period. And
no,
I'm like,
it's the worst when they irritate you and they will be like, and you react on their irritation. They will be like, oh, are you getting your periods? You're overreacting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're being dramatic. And you're like,
You want to see how dramatic I can get?
Oh, and whilst we're on the topic of men, like, not understanding when you're irritable or you're hurting and stuff, I saw this video the other day on TikTok of this woman. She was in labor, and she was, well, I don't know if you call it labor. She's having contractions. So does that mean, I don't know, whatever. She's already about to push the baby out, right? So I haven't given birth, and I cannot imagine how painful contractions can be. But just from hearing it from other people, like, it's painful. It's beyond our imagination. And this guy was telling her, like, calm down. Like, I've watched other girls giving birth on TikTok and they handle it just fine. Like, stop and bear. I don't know. Like, have you guys seen this video?
I mean, calm down sometimes. It comes naturally. So, okay, it's fine. But I've seen other women giving birth, and I'm like,
and what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, No,
What are
because
you
it wasn't
talking
just
about?
like he's holding her hand and he's like, "Oh, calm down." No, it wasn't like this. It was like she was like about like on the floor in pain, and he was like, "Oh, like he was
On the floor in
annoyed.
pain?
Yeah.
And he didn't even like carry her to
Nah, he wasn't like, "Come on, babe, it's gonna be okay. Like you got like, come on, calm down. It's fine,
Red
or whatever." He was like annoyed that she was in pain. Like,
Fighting
come on,
for
you're
a divorce.
embarrassing
I
me.
feel
Same
like this
moment.
guy
Oh
is
my
gonna
God.
also complain if the baby cries at night. He'll be
Yeah.
like, calm the baby. Like, just
Oh
be.
my god.
Yeah.
Such a red flag.
Such like things
Honestly.
like and there are people like this. They don't understand. They have like no empathy.
Like,
It's
the entire baby is coming out from this place. Like, what do you
How can
want?
you say calm down?
He's like,
It's
I've seen
shocking.
people give birth on TikTok all the time, and they're fine. Like, like
Oh my God.
that
Don't
would
open
aggravate me
TikTok.
so much.
Honestly.
People, actually, a woman, the risk of dying 60%.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
60%.
Valentina is like reframing her whole
You know, like,
considering.
this is what I was reading. Like
60%.
Yeah.
60% that woman will die.
Is it a fact?
It's a fact.
The thing is, the body, like, hormones plays on your brain that you are in your la la land, like, oh, I'm gonna have my baby, but your body is going through so many changes that it's literally you're dying. Literally,
I mean, you
you're
open up.
dying. Yes. Your
Yeah.
entire
But calm down.
your
Calm
bones,
down.
like imagine, like, I
Oh
mean, you
my
hit your
God.
hand, how painful it is. Imagine your structure of your body is changing.
I mean, like, I don't know how it will be if I get a baby and when I deliver and stuff, but support system is like, it's everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking him to be like all over me, you know what I mean? Maybe I would be irritated, but like, at least understand what I'm going through. Be supportive. If I need water, go fetch the water. If I need but don't look at me like all awkward and say calm down and woman I've done this for years
but
and like
they
go
will
figure,
be like,
you know.
oh my god, you never I don't know, hit your ball, nothing hit your ball, so you will never experience that pain. Like, man, like,
Honestly,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
sure.
crack your balls.
And then comes
for
the
that.
question, what do you bring to the table?
Oh, I remember this quote from Cher when she's saying that, oh, I think men are the coolest, but do you need them to live? And
No.
actually, it's true. Like, we don't
Similar,
really.
like, you know what pisses me off in men particularly, like the arrogance. They
Women
think,
are arrogant
Not
as well.
all of them,
no,
but
but
the
see,
arrogant one,
but
yeah.
they would be like, I know everything about everywhere, about everyone. Like, I swear, like, I'm having my cramps, my period cramps. You don't know how does it feel. Don't tell me how to react on that.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's more like a personality, I would say.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
many
Oh,
women.
just drink hot water or just calm down. Like, no.
I just feel like a lot of men don't respect women. I don't know how to explain it. Like they just don't have it in their mind. It's just like the woman does, the society woman things, like be in the kitchen, cook, clean, whatever.
Yeah.
But like even the fact, I don't know how to explain it. Like they wouldn't. I'm not saying everyone. Like again, this video is obviously not about every man, but a
Some
lot
men,
of them,
some, yeah.
actually, a lot of them, like they would sit at a table and just never even consider that they could have a conversation with a woman because in their mind, women are just stupid.
Yeah.
And that irritates me to the core. Like, where do you come from, dude? Like, you think your dad pooped you out? No,
Yeah.
like you came from a woman.
But it shows
You're
something.
raised
Like
by a
if you are
woman.
not able to respect your partner, it means that in a way you never respected your mother.
It's
or if you had a
exactly- yeah.
sister, you never respected your sister.
Yeah.
I
Like,
agree. Like you have to look, like when you meet a man, I think number one, look at how he treats his mom and his sisters if he has any.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Thank
same.
God
Like,
my brother are pampering them.
Yeah.
like, you know,
Exactly. I mean, yeah, otherwise I would have been like, huh.
I had like when I was in high school, we had this guy. He's like a macho cool guy who was bullying everyone. And one day I was so irritated, and I was like, "You have a sister, right?" And he was like, "Yes." Can you imagine some random dude is treating her the way you're treating me right now? he calmed down and he sat quietly. And I was like,
Good,
what would you
good.
do
Put him in his place.
Taught him
if
something.
someone is doing the same what you're doing to me, to your sister right now? He was like, I'm gonna punch him. And I was like, I have a brother. You want me to bring him right now to punch you?
It's crazy.
Honestly.
Like, don't do stuff which you don't want to experience yourself or your loved ones. Like,
Yeah.
Make them
Okay.
understand that.
There's something else that really irritates me about them. But when I finish it, like, oh my god. No, it's actually something that I also admire about them, but it also can annoy me. It depends on the level, okay? They are so careless. And sometimes it's so fun. Like sometimes you need that ease. Like your partner has to be careless. But when they are careless about either very serious things or like when they are careless in the level that they would put themselves they would put themselves in danger, and then they would fight each other just out of fun, and then they all of a sudden accidentally kill each other, like these kind of things, or like how they love to be in danger all the time. Like
That's
they
so
do
weird,
all these
yeah.
extreme sports, or they would do all this stupid stuff, like
Or they
from
drive stupid.
exactly
Oh,
like
yeah.
yes. And okay,
Sorry, we cut you off. I wanted to throw that in there.
exactly these kind of things.
Yeah.
and also like you want to put yourself in danger, go ahead and jump from the cliff. But
But they
I mean,
do
you're
it, you
putting
know?
your other people in danger. Like
No,
you know
but
the
honestly-
story, like a man was trying to race each other, the friends, and at the end, woman with a kid died, and they're like, "Oh, but we were just playing."
Yeah.
Like no, somebody.
But even if they are just putting their own lives in danger,
Yeah.
like especially for example they are dead, like why would you do that? Like you have responsibility. You should be more careful. Like you want to live to see your child to grow up. You want to be there for your children, right? Like why are you doing stupid things?
Because
Yeah,
for them, it's one life,
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
this one life.
And I feel like sometimes they don't think very far ahead. They're just like in the moment,
Yeah.
and they don't think about like the repercussion or
Consequences,
consequences of things.
I feel like my brothers are super respectful when it comes to my mom and me. But you can still tell that the three of them are really,
Three Musketeers.
boys being
yeah.
boys. Like, for example, what was annoying me the most when I was a kid is that I always have to, like, cook and then clean the dishes. Like, they would just come, sit, eat, and leave. Not even take the plates and go to... Yes. Sit, eat,
wow.
and leave. Like, no thank you, no nothing, no... And sometimes my little brother will have the audacity to come to the kitchen and, what are you cooking?
Oh my god. But you know,
You put salt too much. Like
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about this one. I mean, you've met my grandpa, and I told you, but my grandpa, he doesn't cook. He doesn't even know how to turn on a stove. Like I saw this with my own eyes. My grandma told him, "Please turn on the stove so I can start making the sauce." Where do I turn it on? And keep in mind, he's 80 something. In 80 something years, he hasn't learned how to turn on a stove.
so
my
like
God.
He can build a house, but he doesn't know how to turn on a stove. Fair enough.
So funny.
But he has the audacity to criticize my grandma's food. To say this has too much salt, I don't like this pasta, I don't like, excuse me? You eat what is served.
I actually like. I mean,
This
it's
is
to
so
me.
funny.
I actually love to cook. So for me, this is kind of a love language. Like I would be happy to cook for anybody, not just men. But like, yes, when they criticize something that you made with care and love, and it's not like, I mean, okay, if it's a critique that you kind of
Like you don't like and you just want to say something.
It's actually
Fine.
so funny. It's like my uncle and his wife. They are married almost for 15 years right now. And before her, he's the youngest son, and he's super spoiled. Like my grandparents spoil him so much, and he will be like super picky what he eats. And right now, if you put in front of him bread and butter, he will be happy because his wife, he was like, "You don't like it, you don't have it." Like
Yeah. I agree though. Like, I mean, if we are in traditional roles, then I'm gonna put some tradition onto you as well, and then give you some, lessons of everything else in the house. So, but yeah, I don't know. I find it just again funny as well, like how men, if they do one thing that you do every day, let's say they cook for once, they are so proud. Like they just go and like,
they will bring
look at what I
the
made.
This is actually something that is funny, but also irritating. Because like, what do you want, a trophy?
Yes, exactly.
And the thing is, case, you have to act surprised and proud, because if you don't, then
and
you
you
never
need to
do it
pretend
again.
that is good. You know, it tastes disgusting, but like, ooh, good.
No, no,
And the mess behind.
I don't know. I can't relate. My husband cooks better than me. He just doesn't like cooking.
No, but like, what?
No, but like hoovering, for example, even if
Oh, that yeah.
you know, like even if he does it wrong, you have to say, "No, it's amazing, babe. Thank you so much.
Really?
You helped a lot." Because then, if you don't tell him that, he will never do it again.
I would rather him not do it again than do it wrong and waste my time.
But still-
The only thing I need him to do is pick up his underwear. I'll do the rest, but like don't leave stuff around. Be respectful, you know.
You know, like once I started dating one guy and he was super proud of food he's making. It tastes so disgusting, but I was like, wow, it's so good, keep doing it, yay! And the mess he would leave behind him, I have to clean it up, I have to deal with the disgusting food, but I need to keep motivating him to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry if I do the same way, you're gonna give me this, I don't know, cold shoulder. You're
But
gonna
it's like
give
my
me
little
this.
brother. He's so proud. So we all left the house, right? And he's alone with my mother. And on the first, like, let's say month that he was alone, every time he was taking a picture and sending on, we have a family group, sending on a family group, look what I made today. And I'm like, finally, you know how to use a casserole, you know, like, it's like, yeah, look this, look that, na na na. And for a month, it was like this. Every day we would have a picture of the meal
But
that
to
he
be
cooked.
honest, this
I
is not
feel
the
like
man.
I'm the little brother because I do this.
No,
I
but
don't
it's
cook,
not
so
only
I'm so
about
proud
the
of myself when I
man.
do, and I'm like pictured. I sent to my whole family. Like
It's
it's
so funny. What do you?
But my sister does the same.
Yeah.
Like I left and she started taking care of household, cooking. Like she's still small and she would help like peel the potato. And she was like, I peel the potato. I was like, that's
Oh my
bare
God.
minimum. I used to clean. Like, shut up.
And he purchased how do you call
The air fryer.
The air fryer for my mom. And so when I came back on February, he was like, look, I purchased a hair fryer for your mother. What did you do? But in a funny way. But I was like, okay. Like, but it was
No,
so funny.
it's
Yeah,
the same,
it's just
like,
so funny.
It's my mom's birthday and I'm sponsoring the gift, but my sister is going and picking the gift, right? So there is a difference. There is a money behind, and there is her who's just going and buying it. And she's like, I bought this for our mother, and what have you done? I was like, I sponsored it.
that was the whole thing.
They're so funny.
Oh my god.
I guess we can all agree that we tried to find things that annoy us about men, but maybe we just love our men too much to complain.
To go deeper.
I think it's just the silly things like
Yeah.
being careless and messy and, you know.
Big man.
Let us know the things that annoy you the most about men or your family man. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you in the next one.
See you.
Bye.